Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles and I go by that name on all my social media platforms. Now if you're joining us here for the very first time, I post fragrance related content here guys, weekly and consistently. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, please do consider joining us here by subscribing. All you have to do is click the red subscribe button on the page, not the one on the screen, on the page. Make sure it turns gray and that's it. You are part of the family. To those who are returning, thank you so much guys for the continued support. I appreciate you as always. Now welcome to a fragrance review video. Today we have Suede Intense by Maison Alhambra and it comes in this box. As for the bottle guys, this is how the bottle for Suede Intense looks like. Brown with that rounded cap. I love this bottle guys. However, let me state almost immediately, it does look like this fragrance is gonna be inspired by Guerlain's Lee Absolute d'Orient Cœur Intense. If I botched that, guys, sorry, I don't speak French. We're gonna stick with just Cœur Intense, okay? So I think this is gonna be inspired by Cœur Intense just based off the bottle. And why is it that I think not know is because I do not own that fragrance. I do not have it in my collection and I haven't sniffed that fragrance. So I'm just basing on the fact that Maison Alhambra are notorious for, you know, being a dupe house that dupe everything, presentation and all. So anyway, we are gonna spray Suede Intense in its box for the purpose of those who want to see the atomizer. But if you know Maison Alhambra atomizers guys, they just give off like a mist, like a mist like that. Okay, so that is what to expect from the atomizer of Suede Intense. Disclaimer guys, I'm not being sponsored by Maison Alhambra. That's one. And two, the notes that I'm going to give you here are based off Cœur Intense by Guerlain because I couldn't find the notes from Maison Alhambra's side. So we're going to work with those notes and I'm going to, you know, ask you to help me if you own Cœur Intense, if what I say is what you perceive from the fragrance you own. So the notes for Cœur Intense guys are listed as osmanthus at the top together with some ylang ylang, and then the mid of that has musk and some leather, and the base of the fragrance has tobacco, sandalwood and Virginia cedar. So what do I actually smell here, right? The opening of this fragrance guys is a pleasant surprise because when I purchased this, I was kind of using, you know, the assumption theory a lot. I was just hoping it's going to be a fragrance I'm going to be able to wear. I was hoping it's going to be a fragrance that's not going to be doing too much, especially because Cœur Intense in itself has that leather note and tobacco note. So the two can come off as very manly and busy. Surprisingly, the opening of this fragrance is a burst of a fruity berry blast there. It opens up with a fizzy feel of fruits and I'm going to say maybe raspberry and strawberry. And in that mix, you're going to get like a distinct apricot feel there. So it's definitely fruity in the opening. Now, I think the apricot is going to be bouncing off osmanthus because osmanthus has, you know, it has got like an apricot-y kind of smell there. So do expect that in the opening guys, a pleasant surprise. I do not get a busy fragrance in this. I do perceive tobacco in this fragrance, but it comes off guys as a sweet caramel leaning tobacco as opposed to like a rich herbal green leaning tobacco. I don't get a hay like tobacco in this fragrance. It's very soft. And then to top it off guys, the leather comes into the mix. So yes, I can smell a leather in here, but it's a feel of a newly tanned, clean, almost crisp leather that I get here, reminiscent of the smell of leather seats in a brand new car. It comes off as a very softened, luxurious, clean smelling leather. So the presentation in itself guys, though it may be semi-intimidating in the sense that, oh okay, it's duping Cœur Intense and it comes in that coffee brown color, something that you would perceive as a packaging that should contain a thick, heavy, spicy, woodsy fragrance. I don't get that from this fragrance guys. Rather, everything in here comes across as polite, to an extent muffling, you know, what it is about because of that politeness. It's shy. This is a dumb reach fragrance. And when I categorize a fragrance under dumb rich, it's usually a fragrance that you really don't even have to think of to wear this fragrance. This is not a special occasions kind of fragrance because it just blends in with what's happening there. It is intimate even in projection. You will smell the initial burst, and people around you will smell the initial burst. It's for about 20 minutes or so. After that, it just becomes a skin scent. So this is so polite to an extent that the lasting power sucks. On the good side, if you like fruity fragrances, you know, that berry note works simultaneously with the soft leather and that soft tobacco. So it just rounds everything off, giving you a soft, fruity, tobacco-y, leathery scent. I've let this one sit for about 6 weeks. This fragrance is not changing much, and 6 weeks is usually enough for me to know whether a fragrance is doing it or it's not. It dries down to that very soft, clean and crisp, leathery feel. The fruity feel is still there. It ties it through to the end, so you're gonna have wafts of a fruitiness there. But when I say fruitiness, this is not a super sweet fragrance. It's not sticky, fruity, sweet. It just has that fruity thing that carries all through, and then you're gonna get wafts of what feel like a milky, soft sandalwood there in the dry down, working with a synthetic and soft cedar. This to me translates as a gender neutral fragrance. A man can wear this, a woman can wear this. Surprisingly, even a very young person can wear this fragrance. It's so tamed, it muffles what it's trying to be. It is also a fragrance that you can blind buy. I mean, it will make a perfect gift because it's not distinct in anything. And let me also say why I was hoping this is going to be good in performance. I was hoping this is going to be a strong fragrance. It's because going by what Kerr intends, which is what I presume this one is duping, going by the reviews, going by what people are, say on that, they say it's a loud, heavy tobacco-y scent with some spiciness there and a heavy use of the leather note. I don't get that from here, and I just have to be clear on that if you are one of those who are into dupes and you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh my god, is it going to be a fragrance that I'm going to like based off of what people are saying about what it's duping, this goes a totally different direction. Maybe that is what Kerr Intense is all about. I don't know. This is why in the opening of this fragrance review video, I did say I'm going to have to work with you guys if you own Kerr Intense, whether what I am saying is what you actually get from Kerr Intense. A fragrance that lasts, I'm going to say pushing it 4 hours. This is one that you can even go heavy on the trigger. 20 sprays on this still, maintains what it is. So don't expect a fragrance that's going to do much even if you overspray. Expect a light fragrance that doesn't unfortunately last a long while. If you just want to smell clean, if you want to smell not necessarily like, citrusy, crispy, clean, but if you want a fragrance that's just going to give you a clean presentation of leather, this is going to be it. It is well blended. Unfortunately, it just doesn't last. I don't know whether it is the new Maison Alhambras that are performing like this, because I did bring So Candid here, and when I tried it the first time, it gave me a burst that was semi long lasting, and I think it was because maybe of the movements there, that maybe within that what you call the straw, the atomizer, there was like an oil mix there, because it had of course disintegrated. So maybe within that atomizer there was like an oil mix there that was heavy enough for the first use. And then I did bring it here and I said, oh, this one lasts. And after wearing it a second, a third time, I'm like, where did that fragrance go? So I do get the same thing here, a fragrance that lasts about 4 hours. So the new Maison Alhambras, based on just the two that I have brought here, are underwhelming in terms of performance. So yeah, guys, that is what I can say about Suede Intense by Maison Alhambra. A fragrance that I would love to know from you guys, if at all Kerr Intense, feels and sounds like what I've been describing here. I would very much want to know in the comment section. Turn on post notifications as well, guys. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. And let's meet in that comment section where we obviously discuss more about fragrances. And please do remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Like and share this video. And remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.